Sometimes when I write the daily Squashbuckler Guys podcast, there are moments which I can't actually, I want to describe and I can't. I put them in and they could use an explanation and they can't have it because in the books about joy, the Lost in Dreams books, what happens is I have an all knowing narrator. So if someone feels something, I can say what they feel. Like if it's hard to see, I can stick on that for a second. But the Squashbuckler Diaries, also about joy in her life in the dreams, uh, is told by, in season two, a grandfather, in season one, well, a dragon. But so they don't know exactly what goes on in the people's minds, and they can't describe it. And sometimes things happen too fast, and you can't stay on them. And maybe you, the listeners, later on, when you know more about the characters, you can go back and see, oh, this is what Justin felt. For example, today I wrote, Justin, that's Joy's father. It's his dream she lives in. He gives her an adventure with the Tooth Fairy, and his mother, there, actually the dream of his mother, just says, "Congratulations! Look what a father you are. Look what you did for your kid." And what he actually feels, if I could go into his head, which his father who is telling the story can't, the dream of his father actually, it makes him feel bad because he doesn't feel he's a good enough father. Also, he can't give her uh, what she really needs, which is to go to Earth. She's in his dream, and he can't get her to Earth. And so all I could do is show his response and not explain it. So his mother, the dream of his mother, says, Look what a father you are, look what you did for your kid." And then he looks down dejectedly and says, "Thanks, Mom." And that's all I could do. There are 300, 400 words an episode, daily episode, and I couldn't describe what he feels. And the man who is telling the story doesn't have enough insight into human beings and their emotions to explain it. So maybe when you go back later on and you see his insecurity in the books, you will understand this moment. And if you don't, you don't. And if you missed it, you missed it. That's what it is. The story is still the story. It's still there, whether you see that moment or not.